Hello everyone, and welcome to week 3. I think it's week 3. WBG's weekly tournament series. Unfortunately, I was a bit busy today, so I'm not actually participating in this tournament. Instead, it's being hosted by a friend, Phantom Strife, who we had on previously for a few of these. Came and talked with me in the voice chat. So we're just going to be spectating some matches, doing some commentary. A format for this week is Little Cup VGC, LC which basically means that you're only allowed to use baby Pokemon. So Pokemon that are still able to evolve and have no pre-evolutions. It's a pretty interesting format, so I'm interested to see what people are going to bring. And so we're going to be joining on round 3. Like I said, I was a little bit late. And it looks like the first match that we have up is going to be Stranger Danger versus Traceus. I'm not too familiar with this Traceus fellow. I don't think they've done anything here before. So I'm interested to see how they're going to play. Stranger Danger, a very good player. I'm a bit more familiar with him. Looks like we've started game 1. So I know I did a bit of labbing with this format before, and what I found is that Volibee is very powerful. So it's interesting to see no Volibee on either of these teams. It looks like Traceus is opting for a bit more of a supportive team, while Stranger has a more of an offensive team, as you can see here. Okay, nice Defiant boost on the Pawniard, predicting that lead. Cubone does look pretty strong. It's likely we'll see Scraggy doing Fake Out into Cubone, and then Pawniard potentially knock off or Iron Head into Cubone. Litten could still be an offensive threat. Okay, Pawniard's gonna protect, faking out the Scraggy. And Boomerang, wow, okay. Completely reading Stranger. And we do have Timer on, which is interesting. Most people won't play with that on. So we haven't really seen any moves from either of these Pokemon yet. Okay, switching out onto Grookey, probably trying to bait out another Boomerang. Not gonna fall for the bait. Okay, good protect. Parting shot the Grookey. Okay, going to Fungus. Fungus is a bit of a problem here. I'm assuming the reason Stranger runs to Grookey is so he could Grass Seek by the Cubone, potentially kill it. Fungus, unfortunately, I believe gets Rage Powder. Grookey is actually not affected by Rage Powder. Okay, faking out the Amoonguss. Pawniard lash out the Cubone, critical hit. Nice. Great play. Traceus, kind of annoyed about that crit. I'm guessing that it mattered just a little bit. Going back into Litten, we're gonna boost Pawniard's attack just a teensy bit. We'll see if that ends up paying off. Rage Powder, Grookey's not affected, it could go. Okay, we're gonna U-turn to Fungus. Rocky Helmet. That's not an item we see a lot in VGC. We're going to Scraggy. Trying to get that Intimidate onto Litten, potentially have Fake Out live. I mean, it looks like Stranger's main goal here is just to protect this Pawniard. Traceus, I mean, his main offensive Pokemon, Cubone, is dead. I'm not entirely sure what this Litten can do now. Oh wow, opting to not kill the Litten here, very interesting. Let's see who his last Pokemon is. Brillish, okay. Brillish, the 2 dark types doesn't look super good. Traceus is saying GG in the chat, so we're going to be moving on to game 2 potentially with Stranger off 1 game. Very interesting team building from both players, so this is not what I want to play. Okay, lash out the Furlish, that's going to kill it. And Scraggy probably will just see close combat. Oh, Drain Punch, interesting. I wonder why he's running that over close combat. I guess Scraggy is probably, he could be running more of a supportive set with Intimidate. So, potentially he just wants a bit more of the life gain. He sees that as being more valuable. So yeah, we are going to be moving on to game 2. Stranger up 1-0 so far. All he needs is another game to take it. So they both brought Frillish and Cubo. That's really interesting. Maybe I missed something in this format. So what adaptations do we expect to see from the players here? Traceus is likely not going to bring Litten, or if he does, he probably won't lead it, just out of fear for Poniard. Stranger, I don't really know what he can adapt. I don't think he showed off. Yeah, he only showed off 3 Pokemon that game. So we'll see if he changes things up. Okay. Going for a different lead, but still bringing Poniard. Okay, Fungus and Frillish. So Frillish is probably going to be fishing for something like a burn with Scald. I'm not really certain what Frillish is up to here. I'm interested to see, because both of these players have brought it, so they clearly see something in it that I'm not. Okay. Switching into Grookey. Trick Room. Okay. I did forget that was a thing. But yeah, with Munchlax, that could be potentially very deadly. So Grookey is unaffected by Rage Powder, so that means that it is going to be able to potentially kill this Frillish. Unless it switches out. Stranger's thinking about something. His timer's running a bit low. Probably gonna try to Trick Room with his own Frillish. Okay, switching and getting the Intimidate. Fake out the Fungus, getting the Rocky Helmet chip. I'm not really sure how much that's gonna do for him here. This isn't looking too good for Stranger right now, although it is definitely very early in the game. So it's definitely either player's game. Both players running a bit low on the timer. Trick Room is very hard to play with and around, so... Okay. Water Spout. So it looks like while Traceus is running more of a supportive Frillish with Trick Room, Stranger's running something offensive with Water Spout. I don't think it's revealed its item yet, so could potentially be Mystic Water. That would be an interesting set. Going into Munchlax, kind of risky when there's a Scraggy on board, although I suppose you don't really care too much. Okay, fake out one Moongus. No more Rage Powder. That turn at least. Gonna Curse up. Village probably just going for another Water Spout. Yup. Not doing too much here. So, hello, Strife. You gonna say something? Oh my god. Wow, okay, Munchlax is powerful. Are you here?
I am here.
Alright, let me turn you up.
I am this week's terrible host who absolutely forgot.
Shaking my head. I can't believe this.
I'm sorry. You know my priorities right now.
I see how it is.
Your fault for leaving me in charge of this.
You know what? Next time I'm just gonna delay it myself.
To be fair, no one wants it earlier.
Well, I did a time poll in the beginning, and we voted for 3,
Yes,
and
that
no one
mean
showed up.
Time every week.
I'd tell people to leave suggestions. If enough people want me to run this earlier, I'll run it earlier.
How about this? How about this? We give like a longer time to like sign up and vote on formats and stuff.
How long of a time?
Huh? Like a couple days, considering we have all week.
I'll consider it. Are you starting your game?
I have started my game just now.
Which account are you on?
Main.
You know, I just watched a game where there was no Vullaby. You're not bringing Vullaby either. What's going on here? Is this a manual Sun team? With a Trick Room mode? Oh wow, okay, get destroyed.
Dang.
Okay, maybe Benji knows something I don't.
Yes, Benji does know something I don't. It's that I'm very, very sad.
So, you have like a Trick Room Sun team, and Benji just has like hyper offense.
Yes. That is exactly the case.
I can
And it
respect
makes me
Benji's
sad.
team. This looks like something I would build, but I would make it like a lot worse. Wait, I thought we banned weapon abilities.
No!
Oh,
I explicitly said weather is not banned.
I read it wrong. Where are we sleeping here? Oh, nobody, okay.
Nothing. Tailwind is up.
Stalling at the tail end. Nice sucker punch loser. Here's
I just lose here.
here's where you reveal your thick fat Bulbasaur.
It doesn't matter. SMH.
How come you're not breaking Volibee? I thought this thing was broken. Good luck, have fun.
Use me.
Maybe he forgot he was in the
Wrong.
Oh my god. Bro,
Beautiful.
you better not lose to
Okay,
this
so
guy.
I have no intentions of it.
What's your record right now?
I am currently 2-0 because I had a bye round 1.
Who'd you fight in round 2?
Saber.
Saber seems pretty pessimistic about his team.
Yes.
Do you know why? Did you just beat him that badly?
No.
No?
He just doesn't like it.
Oh, that's rough. I've been there before, yeah. Is scoreboarding get a fake out?
No.
That's good. It's one less thing you have to worry about.
No, shoot, overcoat.
Did you sleep at it?
Ah,
Oh,
I did. I'm sad.
gunk shot. Is he not running the fire move? He's not. That's kind of crazy. Bro. Don't tell him that, he's gonna think I'm ghosting you. So I knew it, oh my god. Did you pick your moves yet?
No, I haven't. I'm thinking.
Are you running a ground move on Growlithe?
A ground move?
Yeah.
It doesn't get any ground
I
moves.
thought it got Stomping Tantrum.
You think everything gets stuff that it doesn't.
Shut up.
It probably gets Scorching Stands.
That's a
but
good move. Anyways. I've seen dust flaps on a lot of teams too. I'm missing something with that.
It's a decent Trick Room setter.
So Bench is just using it as a counter to Trick Room then?
Trapinch.
You're not running Trick Room for
I just
one
lose.
Pokemon.
Like there's. I just lose. Like there's nothing.
It's not that.
Nothing to gain here. I just lose. Like there's nothing.
Will-O-Wisp.
I have nothing. I have nothing left.
I'm surprised he's not running the fire move.
I'm not. There is no. Scorbunny doesn't get a fire move.
It doesn't get the signature
Okay, a
move?
real fire move. No.
No?
Pyroball is just. It's a Cinderace
I
exclusive.
didn't know that.
It doesn't get Pyroball, and so all you can. And it doesn't get Flare Blitz, I don't think.
So true, Benji.
And so it just doesn't run a fire move. It's not a fire type in a lot. Yes.
Does Porygon live a hit from Darumaka in Sun?
No way.
You're like Omega. Yeah. Darumaka's a really cool bring. I'm a fan of this.
I don't have anything for fire types.
You're...
My team relies on the only fire type existing in the format.
Okay, wait a minute.
Vulpix.
So you're telling me you brought a team that boosts the attack of fire type moves?
But the only fire types that are supposed to exist in the LC format are Vulpix, Growlithe, and Litten.
You're literally going against a Darumaka.
Benji just did anti-meta. Like,
How is Darumaka anti-meta?
because it's base 112, it has a 112 max speed stat, and
That's fast, right?
can only deal damage if... No, it's not
That
fast.
speeds half your team. And he has...
Because my team is slow
he
with
has
the Trick
the
Room
best
team.
tailwind setter in the format.
No, he doesn't.
There's a better setter than Volibee?
Yes.
Who?
It's called Cottony in that deck.
In that dex, yeah. You're not playing that dex, though.
Volibee shouldn't exist.
How come you're not using Volibee? Oh, isn't go for the flare?
Because I don't want Trick Room! Or I don't want Tailwind, I want Trick Room. Fool. Just... stop, okay?
Volibee does other things than Tailwind.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you're...
Stop
I
it.
forgot, you're doing no max. You can't run on... What is it? No armor? Weak
Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't do anything.
Armor? Hey, this doesn't look super bad for you.
It does look super bad for me.
You can still come back from this.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Stop believing.
I think you need to start believing, buddy.
No.
Why did you protect?
Because I thought the Score Bunny was gonna actually kill the Threatening Mon.
Man. Your first loss is to Bench Master. That's kind of embarrassing.
This is why we don't record matches. I have to turn off my music to be in VC, and my music makes me not focus.
You know, you don't have to like be in VC.
I
if you
do,
don't
though.
want to. You really
I
don't.
do, though. I feel like we just have to. As, like, the person that I feel like I have to.
No one
But
else
if
does.
you don't want me in VC, then...
I mean, I like you in
VC.
VC, but I'm just
Okay.
saying, you know, if you don't want
Nah,
to,
you
I'm not gonna
just...
force
No,
you to.
no, you don't want me in VC, obviously.
No, I like it.
Uh,
No, wait, don't leave.
No, sorry. It's what you want.
No, wait, don't leave, please. It's my birthday. No. He left. This is so sad. Well, I guess we're just waiting on the next match. Not quite sure who's gonna play right now. I believe it's gonna be Strife and Traceus. Let's see. Yep, okay. Strife and Traceus. So, Strife's team, Sun, Trick Room. Traceus' team, now I'm looking at it more, it's pretty obviously just hard Trick Room. I think Strife should win this. This seems like a pretty good matchup for him. Cubone could be a problem, but Bulbasaur like just eliminates it, and Sun, I think even normally you outspeed it. 106 versus, yeah. So, I think Bulbasaur is definitely going to be the most important piece of Strife's team here, and Cubone's going to be most important for Traceus. Cubone cleans up all of, pretty much his entire team, like his main three here. Probably do a good chunk to Porygon as well, I imagine. So yeah, I'm taking a bit to choose their leads. Maybe just opening the games. Wow, he's using a different gender, totally different team. No, it's just randomized. Just play. I can't believe you would randomize religious gender. It's like another one. Take a screenshot of this. This is fair and balanced. Alright. Hopefully they're gonna choose their lead soon. I don't really have a lot to talk about right now. It's kind of hard being a solo host. So, if Strife loses this though, I'm totally gonna make fun of him. Cause he was, you know, you heard him complaining. The only reason he lost is because he was in VC, couldn't focus. If he loses this, you know, I mean, that's on him, really. Then I'm gonna drag him back in here. Okay, so we got the timer sorted out, and they're gonna be choosing their leads and their backs, I suppose, because you have to choose that in VGC. Alright, Vulpix and Bulbasaur, yep, makes sense. Frillish and Fungus. Fungus is like really bad in this matchup because it dies to your spread fire moves from Vulpix and potentially Growlithe. I don't know if he's running Heat Wave on Growlithe. Oh, switching. Very interesting. That's not what I expected at all. See what Frillish does. Trick Room. Makes sense. That's not really... That's interesting. I wonder why... I guess Traceus probably realized his mistake with Fungus. I don't know why he switched out Bulbasaur though. That's really interesting to me. Oh, Vulpix gets energy though. I didn't know that. So yeah, Cubone... It can kill one thing, right? Frillish probably can't kill anything in Sun. This is... It looks like it's a more supportive set, so I'm not sure if it can kill anything in general. But especially in Sun. Okay. Boomerang. Yup. Porygon's not really too happy here. It's probably running min speed. I'm not sure if Cubone's going to be any speed invest. So this is going to be an important turn to gather some information for game 2 potentially, if Porygon or Cubone goes first here. Porygon, we could see a Shadow Ball Tri-Attack. Okay. Boomerang. Okay, so Porygon is slower than Cubone, so that could come up later. It's important to know. Will-O-Wisp was interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't just Nightshade again there. Basically just predicting him switching into something. But even that just doesn't seem like that good of a move to me, personally. Okay, Trick Room. We only got one more turn. Same thing with Sun. Litten is an interesting bring here, because looking at Strife's team, his only physical attacker is really Munchlax. Litten, I guess he just brought it for the fire coverage, which, to be fair, is pretty good against Strife's team, but I'm not sure how much attack is really invested into Litten. It might not be worth it. Yeah, killing Bulbasaur is kind of a bad move. If anything, you're just doing Strife a favor here. Okay, going into Munchlax. Assuming this is min speed Munchlax. I have to see how this turns out. I'll probably see Vulpix doing another Energy Ball into Frillish. Munchlax. I'm not sure. Munchlax, we've seen it set up. Oh, he's going for the belly drum. Not scared of Litten at all, which is interesting to me. Okay, so Litten did go for Taunt. We do know that Frillish has Will-O-Wisp. Litten, I think Litten's last move is Protect. I think he's revealed that already. So you just kind of need to kill for... Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Maybe it really is just that simple. I didn't even know this thing got that. That's okay. Strife absolutely bringing this game back. Maybe he was right after all, and I was distracting him a bit too much. Right, moving on to game 2. There's no way that he brings Fungus again. Fungus did absolutely nothing for him that game. It's likely that he's going to be leading Linen, I think. Something like a Linen in like a Frillish lead I could see. To potentially try to counter Trick Room coming out. Strife's team it's very well built. Because if you try to go for like no Trick Room, like if he sees you don't lead a Trick Room counter, then he just sets up his song, sweeps you. If you do bring Trick Room, then he can abuse it as well. So it's kind of very hard to deal with, especially when piloted by such a competent player. We'll have to see. No, I don't think Strife will be changing up too much in terms of what Pokemon he brings, because that team put in a lot of work for him. I'm not sure if there was anything that was really dead there. Yeah, but Traceus gonna have to make some changes if he wants to take this one. Wow, bringing Fungus again. I just don't get it. I don't know if I'm missing something here. Did Fungus click a move last time? It didn't. I don't... Why does he feel the need to bring this grass type? Am I missing something? Like... Okay, that's what it's for. That's what I was missing. That is definitely a problem. Surprised Strife didn't protect there. I guess he must have also forgot about Spore. Cubo coming out. Probably gonna see Fungus. Pollen Puff. Okay. Okay, so now Strife is on the back seat. Perhaps I was talking a bit too much trash about Fungus. It's definitely putting in some work right now. So Strife, in terms of sleep, right? This is kind of interesting switch. Okay. Okay. How much? Not a lot so much left. This is a very interesting situation. I guess Tracy was trying to predict Strife switching out his Vulpix into Munchlax. That's what I assume, at least, just looking at this play. Okay, we're gonna proc the Arbok. Heat Wave is gonna kill Litten. We'll have to see how he breaks Munchlax, though. This thing's pretty bulky. Okay, that's a pretty good start. Could wake up this turn, go for Double Edge, probably take something out. Going for the Curse. I don't know if that's enough. These are both two special attackers we have on field. And you've lowered your speed, which I assume he was already a lower speed Pokemon. So you're not going to get a chance to move. I don't know if Munchlax gets a priority move, but yeah, Tracy, he knows it's over. That's rough. Can we see Strife clutch out the 4-0 after his previous loss, bringing it back? Heat Wave, yeah. Energy Ball, Leaf Storm. There's a miss. I mean, you don't get the 4-0, but it's not like it particularly matters here. Who is up next? Who is up next? I don't know. Oh, he has another Pokemon on the back. I was not aware. Maybe this isn't over. Okay, wait, this is still... This could still go in anyone's favor. Probably just try attack the Phoenix, yeah. Parallax. No, okay. Yeah, you kind of need to sleep Porygon there. Does Fungus not get Rage Powder? Because Rage Powder is really the only way you can bring this back. Is Fungus really not good? Yeah, Fungus gets Rage Powder. I mean, I guess you don't need to click it there, because Bulbasaur's a grass type. But he didn't click it at all. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Max. Whoops. Fungus Blast! Yeah. Oh, Fungus should be good, right? Like, in theory, but we haven't really seen it do anything. I'm not really too big of a fan so far. Sabers. Same match. Stranger. Is he playing? Oh. Alright, we did have Benchmaster versus Strife lost to lose. Or not lose, they dropped out. So, we do have a bit less people here. Let's see who is up next. Okay, so you have Strife versus Stranger and Trace versus Saber. We have not seen Saber's team yet. It looks like, from what I've heard at least, Saber lost to Strife to someone else. I think Benji. And he seemed like he was pretty upset about either his team or the way he was playing, because I talked with Strife earlier. Which is kind of sad, because Saber was the person who was really pushing for me to run this format. So we'll have to see. So I guess we're rooting for Strife versus Stranger right now. Very interesting. Gotcha. Let's see if I can. I have Stranger's team. I do. Give me just a second and we can pull up a replay with Stranger now, so we can just observe his team. Okay. So Stranger, I feel like his team looks like it's gonna do pretty well against Strife. So as Strife mentioned, he has a hard time against fire types, so this Growlithe could potentially put in work. I don't think we saw it come into action, so I'm not sure if it'll be doing too much. Cubone is very good if it's played correctly. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like if Stranger wins, it's going to be on the back of a lot of offensive pressure. Because Strife's team, it looks like he can just kind of overwhelm it, from what I've seen. That's the way he lost to Bench, at least. The reason why he was able to beat Tracy is because Tracy just gave him too much space, he respected him too much. So if Stranger's able to recognize that and put on offensive pressure with Growlithe, Cubone, potentially Frillish, even if he has some way of removing Sun, or Frillish is like, if he sets up Trick Room, doesn't go for the Sun mode, maybe even Ponyard with something like Sucker Punch, just doing a bunch of damage and undying. So we'll have to see. You might even watch that game. Saber gonna play. Saber draw. Where is Saber? Tracy is saying right now he's not experienced with Trick Room teams. Trick Room is like, it looks like one of those things where you like click the button, the big Trick Room button, and then you just kind of kill everything. But it's very like, it definitely takes a lot of effort to play. It's a lot harder than it seems, from my experience. It requires a lot of matchup knowledge to play with and against, a lot of reads. It's definitely not as easy as it looks. I would not recommend it for a beginner. So, yep, this is what I was talking about. This Growlithe lead is very important. We'll have to see if Ponyard's able to get an attack off. It's probably gonna sucker into Vulpix if I have to guess. Strife is helping sort out some matchup problems. Oh, okay, Protect to Bulbasaur. Yep, Sucker Punch. That's exactly what I expected. Heat Wave. Ooh, unfortunate miss. That's gonna come off. Very big there. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna say the game's over. It's still definitely anyone's game, but this puts Stranger in a very advantageous position. Ponyard's going to be able to get another attack off potentially, unless Strife goes for like a Protect and Sleep Powder. Okay, Strife. But you know, he's trying to come back. This is the way to do it. Alright. Okay, setting up Trick Room. It's kind of interesting. We'll have to see if you brought Frillish, as I imagine that's what you put out here. Potentially Scraggy as well. Up Scraggy. Positive matchup into both of these Pokemon. Getting intimidated on Munchlax is going to be pretty big. Ponyard's in an interesting spot, whether you want to sucker or not. Yeah, Strife is not feeling too good about this, as he probably should, yeah. That early miss was just really bad for him. Doubling into the Scraggy. Yeah, Drain Punch, just get all that life back, baby. Okay, going into Frillish. Ponyard is somehow living this. It's crazy Pokemon. It's gonna get one more attack off. Yeah. Alright. Looks like we're gonna be moving on to game 2. Let's watch the end of this at least. He's not dead. I mean, you never know what could happen. Okay. Game 2. I don't really like to say that game was like decided by luck, but that miss in the beginning really is really what kind of started that. So Strife doesn't really have a lot of information here on how he needs to adjust or change his playstyle. I mean, I guess the same thing kind of goes for Stranger, right? That game was over pretty quickly. So I'm curious to see if they change anything at all. We could potentially see the same brings from both players. Same leads even. Just trying to equalize things out a bit more. Strife seems pretty confident he's gonna take this to a game 3. Maybe he has a trick up his sleeve that I'm unaware of. Alright. Porygon and Vulpix. This is a different lead. Growlithe and Scraggy. Okay. Alright. Different leads from both sides. Go for a double Intimidate. Wow. That is... It's not something to see every day, folks. I mean, it might be. I don't know what you're up to. Might be running Incineroar or Arcanine on the ladder. This is interesting. I'm curious what's gonna happen here. I'm assuming Scraggy will fake out either Porygon or the Vulpix. I don't think... Okay, oh wow, this is so much damage. Snarl. Ooh, that's interesting. That miss does matter, for sure, but not as much as the last game. Man, Stranger really liking that Frillish switch. Saw the same thing last game. It's coming out. The reason why I'm laughing is that Tracy had a slight burst of anger and then immediately apologized for it. Pretty comedic. Having some banter in the chat. Maybe I'll show it off. It's the Wigglytuff's Battle Guild server. I should totally join. You can be unhinged here. I won't ban you unless I don't like you. I don't think we missed anything. Let's go back a turn just in case. Okay, Thunderbolt the Frillish, another Snarl coming out. And getting rid of the Trick Room. Okay, setting the Trick Room back off. I have a feeling we might be swapping Trick Room over the course of a few turns. Oh wow, that was a read, right? No, that was a Growlithe before. Okay, going into a Growlithe. Okay, killing the Bulbasaur. It's not looking too good for my man Strife. I mean, it's definitely not over. Strife doesn't seem too happy. I mean, what, like fake out Vulpix, Frillish? What does Frillish do here? Probably just Shadow Ball. I can't wait. Okay. Now, okay, so Stranger doesn't win here. Like this turn, but he wins the next turn. The turn after. So true. Stop running speed out of your Pokemon, guys. You should all be running min speed to counter Trick Room specifically. Yeah. Water Shell's gonna be like 2%. It doesn't matter though, because Drain Punch is gonna do like 80. It's probably gonna be closer to 40 actually. 52, okay. So you can break Porygon. If it did... Oh, you didn't go for a Cupper there. Unfortunate. That is going to be the last game for tonight. I believe this was a bit shorter than normal because I showed up late. I didn't get any of my own games, and sadly because I wasn't participating. Next week though, I don't want to say I'll be around for sure, but there's like a 99% chance that I'll be around playing some games. I have no idea what format we're running because we do a poll every week. It could be anything as silly as Gen 7 doubles random battles. It's just a normal Series 12. So if you're interested in seeing more tournaments, more gameplay, more commentary for some funky formats, subscribe, tune in for next week. That's all I got for you today. Have a good night.